it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jackson on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in the... Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it. It's Mack. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Love. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Love. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear. That's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Jackson now. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football? And there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jackson throwing again. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this.
The down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Jackson. And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a first down throw. Luck. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Love. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's always a goal that's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Jackson, escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Well, the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Back deep, Trent Taylor. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Here's Locke under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Max Crosby, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Another try after the 1st down sack. Luck, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and and it's picked. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security, number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down. Love. He's going to go deep for Funchess. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he goes out right around the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Trying to pick it up with Armstead. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Now Jackson on 1st down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But it's not been the best game for him. But he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They're pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run the Mac, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lott. And he gets it to Bunches complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, it's Lott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Lott. Steps away to his left. Now a hit, and Lott lost the football. It's out, and the Jags grab it. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Max Crosby in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Luck able to find his tight end, Doyle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Luck. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Max Crosby, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Funches has it complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. Now Luck. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack on first down, Luck, he's got Jack Doyle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Luck. And he will score. Touchdown in Indianapolis. Andrew Luck, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half. Hoping for one big...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 16. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. 3rd and long that time. Risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Max Crosby, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. To try again after the sack. Luck throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. And if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Andrew Luck, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago when he was comeback player of the year. And he needs another one right now if he wants a Colts victory. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. play action. It's Locke. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, Locke. Left side, Doyle with it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So the Colts in possession of football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Look. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And Pascal's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, D.J. Hayden. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have time here, partner, for just one final heat.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. And,
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked